Hello, and welcome back to Capital Convo with me, Beatrice,
Laura,
and Daniella.
And this is season 2, episode 2, and today we're going to be talking about all things body positivity and summer bodies. So to start, what do you guys think what is your definition anyway of like a summer body? What do you think like the trend, the craze, the advertisement is like about?
I think the general definition of a summer body is slim, toned,
no flabby bits,
no stretchy bits, no scarry bits, no nothing. Just
basically
like bikini body and summer body are like one and the same.
Yeah, exactly that. Like there's a certain type of person, I think, in the definition of somebody that should wear bikinis, that should, like, if you have any fat, any flab, any rolls, anything, it's like, no. In the
social definition.
Yeah. Everyone feels this pressure to get a summer body, which basically means eat lettuce and do 96,000 push-ups a day before you go
and
for a week
sit-ups.
Before you go for a week in Benidorm.
Innit, big arms. Nah, sit-ups. I feel like sit-ups. Yeah.
Would you say you
did
take
I
part?
fucking do them? No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you say you take part in the summer
Oh no,
body?
I've learned to love my body.
Did you ever take part in it though?
No, I didn't. But I used to be skinny, so I didn't really have to. And then, and then I got fat.
Whoa.
Well, I wouldn't say fat. I got thick, and then just went downhill from there. Really.
Do either of you feel a pressure to have a summer, like to do something different to what you would normally do before you go on holiday, or before you go to the beach or whatever it is?
Mia, just breathe in.
Suck it all in for 10 hours straight.
There we go. I'd say I do, but it also depends like who you're going on holiday with. Because I also get more scared around, I'm more scared around going on holiday like with my friends if I've got like skinny friends than my family. Mm-hmm. Like my family have known me through thick and thin. I've been bigger, I've been smaller, I've been everything. Like I don't care with them. Mm-hmm. Plus like, yeah, like if you're going on holiday with boyfriends or families or friends, you're getting waxes, you're getting nails, you're getting this. Here. It's not just like body, it's a whole ordeal. It's like nails, whatever, like to get it done. My family trust, I do not care. I don't care what I look like, I'm doing nothing for that.
Like I recently booked a holiday and I'm already like, okay, what do I need to do before I go? I need to get a wax, I need to get my nails done, I need to get my like feet, I need like the whole shebang. I'm like, okay, when do I need to start taking sunbeds? Because I can't, even though I'm going on holiday and I'm going to get a tan, I need to be tanned to go to the holiday to get tan. Like, craziness.
That's the thing, like, but would you consider that as part of like the summer body? Because if you're doing, that's still like... Yeah. Because also, would you say, like lots of people tan to look skinnier as well? When you're more tanned, you look more toned.
I wish that was the case.
Bodybuilders and them not put like orange.
Bit of fake tan, mate, changes my world. I'm like, hello, who's Beyonce? You've never seen me and Beyonce in the same room. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so.
She's scared.
Yeah, she's shook of me with fake tan. Yeah. She would never. She wouldn't even dare.
She wouldn't even think about it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the level of confidence that a tan gives me, until it washes off.
And that's why you gotta get the sunbeds.
Yeah, I know.
Get the sunbeds.
Yeah, I know. But even that is ridiculous, isn't it?
Is it ridiculous? I feel
by
great.
the way, guys, Laura is the biggest
sunbed.
Oh my god,
fan.
Every day.
They should sponsor me.
In fact, before this podcast, she just called her sister to ask if she would go and get a sunbed.
Literally has just got off the phone after saying she would go for a sunbed.
I don't do tanning to get a summer body though. I do it because I just like being tanned.
Because it makes you feel more confident, no? I know you do it year round, but...
Yeah, I think I just don't like looking like a milky bottle.
Do you know what, that is rude.
At me.
You are looking
at me. At me.
I'm not trying to be like Casper the Ghost.
Wow, she's really coming for us. Jesus.
Or the Milky Bar Kid.
Do you know what, the Milky Bar Kid had his time and place.
Okay. Or Voldemort.
Right, now you're taking a piss. Now we're gonna
it's actually offensive now.
But yeah, I would say my definition of a summer body is what you feel comfortable being seen as with less clothes on, regardless of whether it's summer or not. But I guess that's when you would show more skin in it. Get skin out.
Skin out season. Do you think actually that guys, maybe it's not called a summer body, I've never really heard it referred to as a summer body with guys, but do you think that I've seen memes and stuff about guys like going to the gym before, like Afro Nation, things like that. Like
Get a cut, like summer cut.
Yeah.
Things like that. I do think men do though, because partially that summer cut, like go to the gym more or whatever, but also I guess like, yeah, they'll do a shred or whatever before summer, but you also see like they obviously there's the same body confidence things, because you do see like men in t-shirts in the pool or like in the sea. I don't know whether that's partially because of sunburn reasons, because you know I would wear some vomit to cover my shoulders because I burn in the sea, but yeah, also I guess because you're wearing swimming trunks, they're literally basically just wearing boxer shorts.
Yeah.
I feel like with men, odd.
I think with men, it's not so socially. What's the word I'm thinking of?
I don't know. I was gonna say judgmental, but I don't know whether that's
that is it. That
basically, like I feel like women have more pressure, on them to look a certain way in bikinis and whatever. But is that for male gaze though, or is it to make yourself feel good? Because realistically, I went on holiday the same way. I think I lost weight on the holiday rather than before the holiday because I just was drinking.
Yeah, but this is
I wasn't eating.
I just didn't
But
care.
let's keep in mind, this is the same girl that said no carbs before mobs.
And I still fucking ate carbs, mate.
That's so true.
That is true.
Because I was like, yeah, you know
office.
what? I've got a week to my holiday. Me thinking, some carbs is gonna help me lose like the smallest little, maybe to stop the bloating more than anything. I knew I wouldn't really lose much weight, but then I thought, I actually don't give a fuck.
I like food too
like,
much.
it's not even the food. I feel confident in anything. So like, if someone's got a problem, then call whale watchers or something. I don't give a fuck.
That must be so nice though. Like I can't relate. Like
No, I don't have that type of confidence. I literally on this holiday I wore one once, and even then I was a little bit like conscious. I hadn't worn a bikini on a holiday since I was 10. I don't own a bikini. The bikini that I have now is my sister's. I don't own a bikini.
oh my god.
I've only ever worn, literally, them girls in the movies, the ones that haven't changed their swimming costumes since they did swim at school and have literally the racing back Speedo. That's what I have. I have a racing swimming costume with a racer back.
And do you think
Can
that
we
is
have a
because
moment
you're
of silence for B?
I bought a new swimming costume when I was in Australia, which isn't that. But I had that Speedo on like for ages. I didn't buy a new one until I went to Australia, which was like 2020.
And do you put that down to not being comfortable in a bikini, or like what is?
Yeah, for sure.
See,
I just feel like you should be confident in anything.
I feel like I'm
don't.
in between you guys, like,
I feel like I'm wearing underwear.
and that's the
Yeah.
how funny
Show
that
it off.
bikinis are like so acceptable, but if
But
you
underwear
were
isn't.
prancing around in a thong, everyone would be like, whoa.
But it depends, because some bikinis are like thongs though.
yeah,
So
no, but because it's
That's what I'm saying,
waterproof,
yeah.
it's fine.
anything could be waterproof if you try.
But I feel like I'm in the middle. Like, I'm really, really blessed in the fact that I know a lot of my friends and a lot of girls really struggle with self-image and like body confidence. And I wouldn't say that it ever really stops me doing anything. But then at the same time,
That's good.
yeah. But then then at the same time, there will be times when I'm like, oh my god, like at the minute I've got this really it's come out of nowhere. I'm like, I can't wear tops without sleeves because my arms are the size of Jamaica.
No, I
can't do it.
No, I don't like short. I didn't like short sleeves for ages. Now I'm okay with vest tops, but I'm not doing any of this short sleeve stuff because it squeezes my arm in this area.
Oh,
it
yeah.
cuts off the supply to my with short sleeves, like unless it's like a baggy t-shirt.
You know what I've realised?
It cuts off the blood supply in my arms. I'm like,
I
cool.
do not care if I look like a
Michelin
fucking
man.
yeah. I don't care, because realistically, you think I'm gonna sweat up because that's other people's opinions? No,
Yeah.
I don't care. So what? I've got big arms, yeah. That I'll use them too if you keep looking at me like that. Simple as that. I don't care anymore. I think you need to embrace yourself, and I feel like in summer everyone's a bit like, oh shit, summer's coming up. We got to do this. We got to get our bodies done, or we got to do like little things to enhance ourselves or whatever. And I feel like you don't need to do that. Like, if you are confident in yourself and you think, you know what, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's all good and well to be healthy, and it's all good and well to be doing things that can, like, obviously boost your confidence and all of that. But at the end of the day, if you allow yourself to feel unconfident, then you're only going to make yourself feel like shit. Whereas if you act confident, like, you will be confident, because eventually you'll be like, oh, you know what, like I actually feel good when I feel confident. Like I feel good in myself because I am loving myself for who I am, regardless of what other people think. And like, who cares? There's thousands of people in the world, everyone can have an opinion, but it's about you that matters. Like it's what you think of yourself matters at the end of the day. And I feel like if you're on a beach and you got a little belly, that's natural. I'm sorry. You see these girls that are on Instagram with their flat bellies and a big booty and all of that. It's not real life. Because more time in person, their bodies do not look like that. So I think it's like we need to stop looking towards socials and thinking, rah, I want my body to look like that for summer. Oh, and my body's never going to look like that because in her bikini she looks mad. All this. More time they've had things done, or they just Instagram's fake. Let's just say that. Like there's a lot you can do. You can edit them. You can make your body look how you want. And at the end of the day, you should never even concentrate on about what other people think. You should be concentrating on what you think of yourself.
I guess sometimes it is that, but sometimes for me also it's like because I have to be quite careful sometimes, especially with like bikinis, because first of all, most of the time they don't fit. Because if I'm wearing a bikini, none of those materials, even the ones that have, got the bit at the bottom that you can spread out, cover enough of like my boobs to make me feel comfortable. Yeah, they always like spill over quite a lot of the time. I have the same issue with bras, but I guess bras obviously clothing goes over the top, so it's not as visible as like a bikini out on the beach. And partially I'm having a good time, even though I'm confident in myself. I don't want to be sexualized in a foreign country with people because like leering at you, or where women are seen in a different way abroad. And I know that like, yeah, I could not care, but I do. And sometimes it's not even about me being confident. It's like, I don't want to put myself in, it shouldn't be this way, don't get me wrong. I don't want to put myself in danger in a foreign country, or be someone come up to me and try and talk to me, or try and like touch me or grab my arm if I'm on a beach or by a pool, because I just don't, that will ruin my holiday for me. And I'd rather wear avoid a swimsuit and just avoid, and then have a good time on my holiday, because that's why I'm there. And it's sometimes like, yes, obviously it is partially to do with confidence. And like you can wear it with confidence, but like like you get harassed all the time.
Yeah, but I like it.
Don't say that. We're not putting out this message, guys. I'm so sorry.
If anyone tries to come and harass Laura,
yeah, no, she will fight you. She says she likes it, but if you're the wrong type of man,
listen, you know what it is?
Go on with the wind.
Because I know, like, I'm confident in myself. If someone's got something bad to say to me, they can say that. If someone's got something good to me, is good to say about me, then cool, I'll take that as well.
Like it doesn't,
but like it doesn't faze me. So if a man come grab me on holidays, it's on. Do you know what I mean? Like 3 rounds in the ring sort of thing, get knocked out. But like realistically, yeah. I just think, I understand where you're coming from, because obviously it's like how you feel, and like certain things that might, like it might be the factor of like, oh, I don't want people to look at me in a sexual way or whatever, and like that's completely up to you. That's your own opinion, and that's like how you want to deal with yourself. But like when I went on holiday, I was at a beach club the whole time. There's girls who are like, their bodies, their stomachs are flat, their bums are like peachy, all of this. Like, don't get me wrong, I got a good body, but my belly is the thing that I had an insecurity about before. My whole holiday, I didn't think once, oh, my belly's bigger than these girls. I was living it up. I don't give a fuck. I was enjoying myself. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if your body's looking skinnier than mine, bigger than mine, anything. I think that like, especially some people, they can be very negative towards other women. They can be like, oh, but look, she's got back rolls, or she's got this. Yeah, and what? Yeah. Like, it doesn't make a difference. So I think that's what people need to start learning, is they need to actually like push this body like positivity vibe towards women, so that everyone's like, oh, you know what, she looks good regardless of her weight. Like she's pretty, though, she's this, like she's that. Like you said,
confidence is attractive. Yeah. So if you're confident in your body, it is attractive. Like that, I do see girls like you. Obviously, I'm not in the judgmental. I'm not like, oh, look what she's like, oh, she's got fat rolls, or I'm not thinking that. I'm not like, oh, she's got stretch marks, because like I've got all of those things. But sometimes you might see other girls with back rolls or stretch marks, and they're living their best life.
But because of the way they carry themselves,
it literally makes me go, why am I?
Yeah.
Like they're living their best life. Like what am I doing? And it isn't that. Like you said, that is true. That confidence is also for other girls personally. Why are you bringing them down? Because that confidence is actually like, you can feed off that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I'm always like, if I saw someone doing, I'd be like, look how much fun they're having. I'm over here sitting in a corner like this.
Yeah.
because I don't want to take my top off, or don't want to, like, with a bikini on or whatever at a beach party, or I don't want to wear anything and I'm like boiling hot.
I don't know what you guys think as well about, like, but my confidence fluctuates so much. Like, honestly, one day or 1 week I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh,
Who is she?
who is she?
Oh, for
honestly,
sure.
let me get her number. Oh, wait. And then literally the next day I'll be like, oh my God, I can't remove all mirrors from the world. Like, I don't even want to see what's going on. Like, mine fluctuates so much. And I think it does make a difference as well. Like, I'm not saying that you should diet constantly and work out, like, in excess and things like that. But I do notice a difference when I'm actively looking after myself. And, like, even if I look no different, I do feel different, and I think that does
The
carry
self-care
itself
shit.
across
That is
as well.
important,
Yeah.
But then going off the back of that then, because obviously, like, you're talking about confidence and, you know, like, being confident in your body, and then what you're going off, like, yeah, it's different dependent on different days, and if you are eating well, you do feel better. If though along those two lines, what do you think about getting, like, procedures done to look better then? Because I guess technically speaking, for me, it doesn't make sense if you've got to accept the body that you got and, like, be confident, but get procedures done. But at the same time, if doing something small to your body is going to give you that confidence to then accept other parts and, like, have a good life, I'm
Where's
like,
the
go
harm?
for it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like,
You know what I would say?
both ways. I'm like, I don't know.
This is
I
a
don't
very,
know.
very touchy subject, I think, for a lot of people. Because on one hand, yes, it's all good and well, getting things done to make yourself feel better. But
Own it.
natural, like the natural enhancements, I think, yeah, that's good. Little things that make you feel a bit more confident. But you see when girls are promoting themselves on Instagram and they got the BBLs, they got their tits done, they got the liposuction, they got the sculpted abs in their things, so they're just looking like they've worked out, and they're not embracing the fact that they've actually gone and paid for that. And girls are then looking at their page like, oh,
yeah, I
I
think
need to
that's
go
bad.
gym, I need to do this, I'm gonna take, like, these dieting tea things and lose bare weight and all this. And realistically, it's not that. Like, it's not that. You've gone out and paid for that.
I think there should be a lot more transparency, especially for influencers, obviously, because
People are looking.
it's
for
not
them.
an average Joe, do you know what I mean? People are actively going and being influenced by what they're posting. So there needs to be more transparency.
And taking their advice.
yeah, and there's-
sometimes buying
exactly.
things, like you said.
Like, really shit example because it's so overused, but the Kardashians, how are you getting surgery done? Very, 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 very blatantly. Even if you're not getting surgery done, you have 23 and a half hours a day to work out if you want to. And you're promoting diet pills and this and that and whatever. That's not fair.
The thing is, though, like, you see with the Kardashians, they did get their bodies done, but to maintain a BBL, you have to do them things.
Definitely.
So for them to promote dieting things and stuff like that, yes, they probably are exaggerating the effects of these things, but realistically they do use them. But that's the thing, like, as you said, recently some of them have removed their BBLs, some of them have removed the enhancements that they've had because they want to have a more natural look. And it's like, I feel everyone's always on socials thinking, oh, I wish I had a body like that. But realistically, more time, they've had something done, as I said before, or they've edited their photos to look like that.
But that's what I'm saying. There needs to be more transparency around that. Like, Summer Walker is a really good example for me. Like, to me, she has a really, like, she has an ideal kind of body shape, in my opinion. And she is so open about the fact that she's had her bum done. Like, she's like, yeah, like, I've got a good surgeon. Like, cool. But that for me is so much better because it's like, okay, cool. Like, you're owning the fact that you did something, and hats off to you because it's made you feel better about yourself.
Do you think, though, part of the reason that they don't say that they've done it is, like, still the stigma around it? Because the thing is I don't really think that there's stigma anymore.
You know what it is?
Sorry, that's probably an overstatement. Like, I don't think there's as much stigma anymore because I know people that get surgery, like, at any age, like, even young, especially. I mean, mainly for girls, I know, like, nose jobs and lips are the biggest two, or boobs, actually. But
and
now,
bums now.
now
BBLs.
bums, yeah.
You see when I was
BBLs
when I was
are
away,
massive now.
the amount of BBLs I saw at the beach party was like bloody hell. Where's the diapers,
Yeah,
bruv?
but do you know what's worse?
Like-
Do you know what? There is literally nothing worse than a bad BBL. Like it's
No,
so
and a lot of girls
obvious.
are doing it because they want to have that ideal body, but realistically, they don't have the money for the really good surgeon, so they're like, oh, let me go to this place and it looks botched. It doesn't look
got
good
a shelf
because you can tell that you have a fridge on the back of your back, like that's it. And
Oh,
like,
it's so
I'm
funny.
sorry, this is what I think's mad, is that as you get older, you turn from a little girl to a woman. You're gonna put weight on. It's natural. It's very natural because your body is getting ready to, you know, have kids and
Bear
all
children,
of this.
yeah.
So you naturally gain weight. If you're so insecure about that weight, you can go to the gym. Yes, you may not be able to because of your body type or the way that your muscles are or your bones, etc. You may not be able to build a bum like Kim Kardashian, but that is because she's got implants in her bum. Like there's no way that you can naturally build that unless
And
you have the
also body
genetics
type.
as well.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
exactly.
not everyone's going to be the same, but that's why I think that this whole summer body talk that people have is like, okay, cool, one person may look amazing in one type of bikini, but you
Would look
may
better
not
in
know,
this one.
yeah, you may not know that like this girl's probably so insecure that she had to go get something done to make herself look like that, when you could be loving yourself, making yourself feel better and all of this. I'm all for natural bodies. Myself, I've got a natural body. I'm quite lucky. I've got thickness in good places, but there's things that I'm insecure about. But the thing is, I would never openly go and get surgery to fix them, because what's the point for people to be like, oh, she's fake or she's this? And then it's again the same thing. Some people will give you a good opinion, like, wow, your body looks amazing, oh, I wish my body looked like that, blah blah blah. And some will be like, oh, she's fake, she got this done to look like that, she wants like to be seen in a sexual way, she wants to be. You're never gonna win.
Yeah.
So you might as well.
I was gonna say a good thing off the back. Sorry, I think is yours related to.
It's kind of what you, it's going off of what you said, kind of both. I don't know if, I don't think there's as much stigma, but I don't even think, I think that remaining sort of tension around the whole surgery debate, I don't think it even comes from a place of like, oh, she's had surgery. I think it comes from like a, people with natural bodies now, like kind of like you were saying, I'm kind of a believer in it as well. I think, you know, if it's going to change, if something is life changing enough that you would have surgery, then crack on. Like, life's too short for you to sit there, and if you feel like you'll never get past something, like you want a boob job, go do it, whatever. But it's that sort of like people with natural bodies looking down on people that have had surgery, because they're like, well, my shit's real. So,
But I was actually,
do you know what I mean?
But literally, just based on what you said, I do think. I mean, I don't know because I haven't had surgeries, and I don't know loads of people that have had big surgeries, and I've asked them these questions. But I think a lot of the stigma, around plastic surgeries comes from women.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because men don't give a fuck.
Because I was
No,
gonna
they
say,
actually
Some
don't.
don't even know.
there
I
are
literally
certain
asked someone the
surgery-
other day, I was like, do you know what BBL is? And they were like, yeah. I said, all right, cool. So here's two photos of a girl with a natural body and a BBL. Which one's got the BBL? He was like, oh, that one. I was like, no, that's natural. That's a natural body. The other one's got a BBL. He's like, oh, they look the same to me. So regardless, they don't give a fuck as long as you look curvilicious and thick or whatever
But
it is
then
that they
that's the
like.
issue.
It depends.
And that's
It
cool.
depends if it's like subtle or not, because I think there are obviously boob jobs that do look fake, and there will be guys that say they don't like that or do like that. But I do think most of the judgment does come from girls, because there's guys that, like, when we're doing our X thing, there's guys that don't like fake nails, for goodness sake. Like, well, how are they going to feel about plastic surgery? You don't like some nails.
But
Like,
that's
are you
why,
okay?
that's why I don't like that whole, that's why I say about there should be transparency, because how is it like, in terms of surgery, most people would say, oh my god, that looks so natural. That's like the biggest compliment you can get after having surgery.
Yeah.
That looks really natural. Oh my god, like you wouldn't even know. Right, so we're lying then, is what we're doing is lying. We're not telling anyone Like, that should be a thing. Yeah, I wasn't happy with this. Why can't people just say how they feel? No one is 100%
You know what it is?
confident.
Because our society is very insecure.
Absolutely.
Everyone is insecure. You're always
if-
comparing yourself to other people. You're always contradicting the things that people have told you, that you're like, oh, well, she said I look nice, but realistically, was she lying? Was she saying this? Or does she actually think that? Like, you constantly question yourself because you have so many people to compare yourself to.
But that's why I think it's really brave when people, especially people in positions where people are looking at them, but anyone, I think it really sets a precedent. You're only one person and you can't change everything. But if I would like to think, if I was to go and get loads of surgery, I'd be like, do you know what? Yeah, I did have this done and I did have that done.
With my bank account.
Exactly. Because I wasn't confident in this.
Yeah.
Why not say
I
you're
could
not
afford
confident?
this.
I've got money and what?
But I don't see what the harm is in that. Why are you trying to pass yourself off? I get it. Like I said, everyone's insecure. Everyone's got insecurities. Everyone is very defensive over that. But where is the harm in saying, yeah, I had this done because I didn't feel good about myself and I wanted to look like that?
To be fair, I feel like sometimes they do, but it's really far down the line.
It's
when
so rare as well.
And I don't want to hate on her because I read her story and I do feel bad for her. But Bella Hadid, I literally saved like 50 photos of her when I was young. Like when I was, I don't know, maybe 6 years ago, was like, she's insane. Like, I wish I had my nose. I literally used to go like this to my nose because I wanted it to be smaller and like try like pegs and stuff and be like, I want this to stay like skinnier. And I'm not saying it's because of her, because obviously like she's a person, like you can never fully understand your influence on people, even if you're a person that like, you have a massive following. And literally it was like this year that she said that she had a nose job when she was like 16 or 14, which is, I thought, illegal, but I guess if your parents say it's fine, maybe you can.
Yeah,
and if you're famous and like, and I was like, oh, this is insane. And then she was like, yeah, I had an eating disorder, I starved myself, that's why I'm so skinny. And like, I was obsessed with this girl. Like, I was like, she's so beautiful. Like she's become a model. Like, yeah, good for her. Like, she's so pretty. I want to look like her. I want to do makeup like her. I want like the cat eyeliner to make your eyes look that fox shape. And then you showed me that thing the other day, and I was like, 1,000% she's had that done.
Yeah. Fox
Wait,
eye.
Because it's like
Fox eye
pulls
threads.
your eyes like that, literally like this. It's thread here that goes up here and literally pulls your eyebrow and the side of your eye.
It's like
up.
kind of like a facelift, but just with your eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's also like it's
called
very-
like fox eye thread.
But then this is the thing as well. I feel like,
whoa.
again, like women, this is like a really rinsed out topic, but it is true. Women's bodies are kind of used as like a fashion trend. Like my friend
100%.
texted me. She went on
Amen.
She went on holiday a few weeks ago, and she was like, "Do you have any bikinis that I can borrow? Because all of the bikinis that I'm shopping for are for the TikTok girlies. Like, I can't find anything that I'm going to be comfortable in. I can't find anything that suits my body type." And I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. And she was really happy. And then I booked a holiday and started looking at bikinis, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's not... But the fashions for bikinis and beachwear and just fashion in general changes based on what body type is in fashion at that moment in time. A few years ago it was skinny and you wanted to wear A-line things and really make yourself look as stick thin as possible. That was the vibe.
Yeah.
And now it's like, let's make me look like a figure eight at all seconds of every day. Like, I need, like, it's
Yeah, it's true.
but that's not going to be in fashion in however long, in a year's time, in whatever. There's already girls there was a big trend recently about girls that have had lip filler that are getting their lips dissolved. So that's already changing. Like,
Eyebrow shapes changed.
oh my god,
Eye shapes
let's
changed.
have a moment of silence for 90s eyebrows.
Do you know what though? I would
I
do that
fully
now.
shaved my eyebrows.
I
like,
was no, but I was
when I was younger.
You did. You
I
showed me
did.
pictures. But that was another
I'm
thing.
ashamed.
I shaved the end of my eyebrows off because of Bella Hadid as well, because I wanted to change
The fox
it
eye
to-
thing, so
Yeah.
it looks higher up.
So it looks
My
higher
cousin
up.
did that as well. Shout out to
Honestly,
you.
I'm sorry to blame you, Bella. You're probably a lovely girl and you've been through a lot, yeah. But you made me do some
And I'm sure she's
wild
listening.
things when I was younger. I was out here doing madness with my face, with everything. I was doing some weird stuff, all just trying to do based on the trend or who I thought was like pretty or whatever.
And that's not, like, I'm not saying people shouldn't aspire to someone or be like, wow, she's really pretty, maybe I could do this, and you know, and then they feel better about it. But it's that constant chasing something that isn't actually achievable. And I think it's really sad that people are, the sun's out. Let's have fun, guys. Let's hit the streets. They're calling us. Like, ring, ring. Why are we worried about any of that stuff?
To be fair though, I have had some realizations recently, partially about what you were saying, you know, like genetically and like what your body type is. And yeah, even if you wanted to be skinny, but you wouldn't be skinny in the way that you're looking at and trying to be. Because there'll be times where I'll be like, oh, what do you think of this dress? And I'll get the feedback like, and I'm talking about the dress, right? I'm not talking about the model in the dress. I'm not talking about shit. I'm talking about the dress. And they'll be like, yeah, but your body isn't like that. Or, yeah, but you're not 5'6", hon, you're 5'1". And in my eyes, I'm like, oh, dress. And then they're reminding me of things that I'm not even considering, which is, but, and it sounds mean, but at times, but it's actually kind of helpful because I'm going, oh yeah, I am, why am I trying to get a thigh gap? I'm 5'1" and I don't have bow legs. My hip bones aren't out here, so my legs don't go that way.
You know what's the maddest thing?
So I'd literally probably have to be anorexic to get a thigh gap. And I'm like, the acknowledgement of, hey, that actually isn't your body type. You could be fit, you could be healthy, you can work out if you want to.
You could wear something that's suited
like,
to your body type.
But they're gonna like, look, listen, you're not gonna be Kendall Jenner, you're not gonna be Lori Harvey because you're not 5'7", 5'9", 5'10", like, but you need to look good for you. And even like realistic body goals within your own body type is more healthy than some of this obsession.
I used to be that thigh gap girl. I used to have a thigh gap, and it's crazy. You would not think I had. You can see my ribs, you can see my hips. I mean, I have big hips anyway naturally. I'm quite lucky, but it's like I was curvy but skinny. It was weird. I was like all different body types in one. And I had a bum and I had boobs, but I was like really, really, really skinny. Then I put weight on and I just got tick. And then I got a little bit fat and then got a bit tick again and then I'm a bit fat again. But you know why? Because mid-care.
Yeah.
I just think embrace who you are, enjoy yourself, and like drink a few cocktails if you ain't confident, bro. It helps.
It does. That is
We're
the
not
truth.
alcoholism. Yeah, that's it. But,
but confident booster.
It is true. It does give you some.
Take a
confidence.
shot.
Just like for me, for example, I haven't been on like a hot holiday for years. So excited, but already there's kind of a dampener on it for me.
Would you say you've got anxiety about it?
I wouldn't say. I'm very lucky that I don't really suffer. That isn't something that would trigger anxiety for me. But it's stressful. And
it's
that's
something
such
that you
a shame.
consider.
I'm paying money. I'm going away to have a good time. The last thing on my list of concerns should be how I'm going to look at the pool, at the beach, at dinner, at this, at that. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I can't buy that type of thing and I need to wear this because that's going to make me look... But why is that a thing?
Is it affected by also like who you're going with? Does that affect you the same way that it affects me or vice versa you? I guess you're saying it doesn't really affect you, right?
I mean, there's days when I look at myself and think, why? What did I eat today, bro? And it's 6 a.m. What did I eat today? Because I'm bloated already. And then there's some days when I look skinny and I'm like, why? Look at me, slim tickers and that. And then the bloat comes. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't really care. Like, I'm just embracing who I am. And if people got a problem with that, then they're not my type of person. And it's like, when you're away, I feel like people concentrate way too much on... I think it's also the influence of like having Instagram and Snapchat and all this, and you're trying to get nice photos, so you have to look a certain way to be fitting into that genre of, oh, look at her, like I'm gonna get loads of likes because I posted a photo in a bikini and my body looks good. I posted pictures in my bikinis and I still look tick and my belly was a little bit big, but I still got 800 likes. So everyone, round of applause.
I don't really feel comfortable applauding the fact that you got 800 likes and that's why we're celebrating.
No, as in like...
I think the fact you were happy in the picture and you posted it in the first place. Should be glad.
Happiness is what we're actually...
Yeah, and the fact you felt confident enough to post it regardless of the likes.
Yeah, but
that's
like,
what we're here for.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what, more along like the line of what I was saying, do you think that if you'd gone on a holiday with all guys or all girls, it would affect what you brought with you?
No.
Not at all?
No.
What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
No, because I went on holiday with my girl. Went on holiday.
Yeah.
Then there was boys there, but it didn't stop me from wearing what I wanted to wear on certain days. Like, but if I've been on holiday with boys as well, and it's not changed anything.
If there was no guys there and it was all girls,
I still wear the same thing.
I'm completely different.
Yeah, I'm completely different.
When I'm with family,
and everything.
oh my god, like if I go away with
care.
If I go away with family, I'm not bothered. I just don't
same.
care. Like, not that I'm not bothered, because I'm still like, okay, I'm looking at myself and I'm not like 100% happy with what's going on, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But like this holiday that's coming up is my first holiday with my boyfriend. It's the first time I've been on a proper holiday with a partner, and I'm like, that should be
Fun,
that should be less of a concern, because I'm like,
It's your
well, I
boyfriend.
know that he thinks that I'm attractive and I shouldn't be stressing about that whatsoever. But it's making me stress 10 times more. Like, of course it is. Like, because it's an environment that, girls aren't comfortable. Like, guys can walk around topless in fucking London or like down the road now, and no one's gonna bat an eyelid. Whatever size he is, like, no one's really gonna care. Like, but a girl couldn't walk down the street in her underwear or topless.
I think
God, imagine.
I agree. I feel like what's the weird difference is, I feel like both guys and girls might be uncomfortable walking down the road not wearing a shirt. Like, there'll be guys that feel uncomfortable wearing a shirt, but it's less likely that anyone's going to say anything to
If
a
it's
guy
a
of
gu-
any
yeah,
size with a shirt off. Whereas if a girl walked down the street with a bikini top on, guaranteed someone's commenting.
Imagine
someone's trying to
topless,
touch.
though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh yeah,
imagine,
topless. Obviously, there's pictures going to be taken.
but a guy with no
people
shirt
taking
on,
pictures.
his nipples are out. That's the only difference. That's
Yeah.
actually the only difference. But imagine the uproar if someone walked down this street right now.
Oh, yeah.
A woman, tits out, just living life. Like, fair play to her.
In
But
Spain, they
everyone was like,
sunbathe topless, and I found it crazy because I felt like I needed to join in.
When I was
And
at
I was
uni
like,
in Bournemouth,
It's very European.
when I was at uni in Bournemouth, there was 13 degrees, by the way, might I add. 13 degrees. There was a woman just knockers out, soaking in the cloud.
Now that's body confidence right there.
But I was like,
Laura's
fair
like,
play
that's
to
who
you.
we aspire
But it took
to.
me back, and I'm
Bournemouth
like,
lady.
why?
Yeah, but that's
Is that
because it's
taking it
13
back?
degrees, hon. I think if it was like 25 degrees or 27 degrees, you'd be like, oh, all right.
Yeah, but if you're on a beach, you're not gonna bat an eyelid if you see a topless guy. But if you see a topless woman, like, it's still
It's something to
happens
talk
more,
about.
But you like
You notice it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
notice it far more than you would every guy.
I'm not
pretty
clocking.
much
Yeah,
is
I'm not
topless on
clocking
the
any
beach.
man on the beach with a shirt. Like, do you know
You
what I mean?
don't
Like,
even
everyone
process it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
what I'm
like-
saying. It's not. I'm not even processing because no one. I probably process more if someone had a t-shirt on.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Who's the
What
guy? And who the guy?
you
in
not
13
sweating,
degrees?
brother?
definitely got sunburn.
Like,
Yeah.
you've got a
Yeah.
birthmark on your chest, don't you?
You're going like, it's 30 degrees.
You've got a
sir.
snail trail.
Oh, your nipples are weird size.
Oh, don't. But this is like, I don't know. I just think in
That
an
might be
ideal,
a concern for men.
Nipple size.
grow up. If that's your concern, fuck you.
Yeah, but if you
Because-
saw burger nips on a man, would you not be a bit like Nick Jonas?
Yeah, but I mean, in the
He has really?
His nipples are massive.
I did not know that.
Not in a bad way. I mean, someone likes them. He's married, isn't it? So
Yeah, Priyanka Chopra.
yeah, she's fucking leng.
She's beautiful.
I don't know her, but I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I just think it's a shame. It's a shame, and I don't know what can be done about it. So I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, let's all like." In an ideal
Let's all
world, we'd
hold hands and tell each other what we like about each
Yeah.
other, and say, actually, should we do that right now? Tell each other what we like about each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what? Just looks wise.
Looks wise, yeah, like body, looks, anything.
Okay.
Okay, Danny, you go first.
Do I? Okay.
Start
yeah,
with Laura.
go.
She's like, nothing.
I'm really bad at taking compliments, so this is gonna be fun.
Just say, yeah, thank
I'm
you.
not great
Just say
at
thank
giving
you.
them. That makes me sound like a really horrible person.
Bitch.
I would say let's do instead the feature that we would take. If we could take a feature from each person, what feature would you take?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's better than a compliment. Because
Unfortunately,
Okay.
it's the same on both for both of you for me. Well, actually,
What?
maybe
I'm
not.
scared.
I don't know what. I like both of your bums,
Oh.
but also you both. Okay,
You've got a nice bum,
The
though.
problem is you both have good bums and eyes, but like you've got different. You've got extremely blue eyes, and I think Danny's got extremely green eyes.
you know,
Whereas
only 2% of people in the world have green eyes.
Yeah, but I've got a mixture of both. So,
Yeah.
but it's like it dulls it. So mine's like greeny grey, whereas yours are very green and yours are very blue. So I'd rather have one.
Would
know what I
you?
mean? Like one striking eye colour. Actually, you know what? Give me that thing that where you get two different eyes.
Oh no, thank you. That's
That's
scary.
It's quite
Scary.
scary, you know. It's quite scary. Sorry, that's my one. Is that fair, or should I change it up between?
Do you know it's so funny because
I like your hair too.
like B has a good bum and B has lovely
Yeah,
eyes.
that's
Like
what
it's
I'm
weird
saying.
when you Like, how weird is that?
Yeah.
That's why I said to do this, because it's like, raw, like, we never, like...
I don't hate my eyes or bomb. It's just, I like you guys better.
Yeah.
You know what I would do?
I hate me.
I would choose your teeth, because you got really nice teeth. Like,
Your
when
lips.
when you smile, like, it's just like, I wish, when I smile, I look like fucking,
nice.
like
Everyone
someone's
has-
pointing a gun at me, and I'm being forced. But like, and I literally look, I don't know why I smile like this, but my eyes close when I smile. I'm like, ah. Like, I look
It's
retarded.
normal.
No, but like, B does it and she just looks like super happy and like one of those models on TV that's like smiling for Colgate.
Do you know what? In the
Thank you.
when
That's
I
so
was
nice.
editing I actually meant to message you. When I was editing the like blooper thing for the season 2 thing, at the end when you do the like, oh shit, I literally looked at it and I was like, she looks like a Disney princess.
She does.
Like, I literally was like, her face is just
you know
so.
It's just like in
It's
perfect
like
proportion
a
as well.
cartoon, but in the best
Yeah.
way, like a Disney princess.
In a weird way, I've only ever been, not necessarily like that, but for some reason we were talking about eye type, and my boyfriend said, he's like, we were talking about different eye shapes, because he's got like quite unusual eye shape. And he was like, you have that Disney princess eye shape. I was like, that's not eye shape, so it's like almond. Like, I was like listing off the
You
eye
have
shapes. Like, we were
Disney
looking at a
princess
picture.
eyes.
Disney princess.
And I was like, that's not one of the ones.
No,
That's not
honestly.
an option. But that's so nice. That was the first time I'd ever heard it. And then like, no, you just said that. That's so sweet.
Once affirmed it. So
What
what was
about-
yours for B?
Teeth.
And I'm gonna say lips. And you've got
Yeah, but that's
lovely
your. I
boobs.
mean, like your mouth, and your boobs. They are
mouth and boobs.
top notch.
What more do you need as a guy? I mean, you're living.
Danny, right?
Danny about.
I love Danny's eyes and her cheeks and like her face. I just really like your face.
There you go.
That's so nice because
Oh,
that's
babe.
not even specific.
No, but like
It's so
the way
round.
Your
It's
No, but
not though.
It's not
actually
round.
not.
It's really not.
It's like that way longer. It's like oval.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and I really like that. Like my best friend Amy, she's got the same sort of shape as you, and like, but she's got like really good cheekbones, which is really unfair. But she's got the same face shape, and I always say like how pretty it is. I love it because my head's rounder than yours, hun. Mine's actually a circle. Yours is like oval. It's like that's.
Well, I used to
do
get
think
called
you have a-
moon face.
I
know,
literally.
I think
my
that's a
man-
cute. Like I think that's a cute
Really?
Yeah.
face shape for a girl. Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
100%. Like my man literally says your face is bright like the moon.
Oh, to you, yeah.
Yeah, so
I hear you, sister.
Yeah.
I've shared that pain.
Yeah.
And for you, Laura, I will say, obviously, the bum.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
we've
That's
got
what.
fucking bum.
But the bomb couldn't go on set. That's why I had to do two.
This is gonna make me sound like.
A pedo. Are you
It's
staring?
gonna make me sound really, really creepy.
go on.
But first of all, your legs. Like I hate my legs. Like I would
Why?
take. I don't
Why?
know. I just do. So
Your
your,
legs is what support that bum. Okay, you gotta love the legs if you love the
Yeah.
bum. And you
Comes
know you
as
got
a package, hun.
Because the thighs, that's why they're
it's
that's
not-
up like that.
I'll be honest. It's not even. It's not that I have no issue with like my thighs and like all of that. Like that
You don't
doesn't
like your
bother
calves?
me.
Is that what
It's
you were going to
just-
say?
It's like the whole thing's just not really there for me. I'm like, I don't want to wear short things, thank you. I'm actually okay. It all feels like condensed. I don't enjoy it.
I'm with you on that.
It's like
That
if
is
it just
my problem.
stretched it a bit more.
Genuinely, if I was
I'm
my
fine.
weight and an average girl's height, yeah, if I was even 5'4", I'd look skinnier. Because my weight is a potato. Shout out to you, boyfriend, that calls me a potato. That's for you. But yeah, I am like a squidged down version of a person.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
Literally.
compressed.
If you made me a couple inches taller, some of this fat, like this, skinny.
Yeah.
Not skinny.
Yeah, but
like-
that's the thing. Like, I'm tall, I'm big, so like, what the fuck is going on here?
But
I would
think
say
you
your legs,
still look
honestly.
skinnier.
Like your legs, like
Sorry, my
That's okay.
vibrator's going off. We'll cut that out.
no, we won't. Yeah, your legs. But this was a bit of a creep. Your like feet, you could make millions.
Oh, I know, hun.
Oh, okay, no, cool. That's great.
There
Like
was
your
like-
toes are like a great time.
Thank you.
And the reason
Put
I
them in
know
your
that,
mouth.
guys, is because she never fair play.
I don't
because
wear
if I
trainers
had
'cause
feet
I've
like
got nice
hers,
feet.
I would do the same. But she never puts them away, so that's how I know
Yeah,
that.
Laura's wearing. Actually, do you know what? You've actually just unlocked a new insecurity for me,
Oh,
and it
good.
is my. You're like. That was the point of this podcast. You're actually trying to find each other's insecurities.
Great.
But yeah, mine are my toes. Like you said that.
I
Because my toenails don't grow, and you have the nicest acrylics on your toenails, and like,
They're natural,
how
man.
many times have I asked you about your toenails?
I just grow them out.
Probably.
to an abnormal length.
Can I tell you guys something really disgusting?
I say abnormal, but actually
It's not even disgusting, but it's like, it's natural. But when I was like, you know when you start shaving and then you just like shave things
your
for fun
toes.
because you're like,
you shave your toes.
Yeah, no,
I shaved just my big toe.
Yeah,
Oh, I did that before.
Obviously, yeah.
Now it's like, honestly,
Thick as hell.
I'm like, is Bigfoot actually taking over
You're
my
like
body?
part of the cast of
It's
the Hobbit.
part now of my shaving routine, my big toe.
No, but
That's
is
not okay.
No, but it's on, you know, the laser
I shave my
treatments.
arms.
It's on the laser treatment list. One of them is toes. So it obviously is a thing. It's like, you know, when they say, oh, if you get an extra, you can get an extra thing because you've come 5 times. I've actually never been to laser surgery, but my friend went, and they were like, you can have another thing. Like, you can get moustache and something else on your body, like it's like a small body part, so you can either get like sideburn bits, or they were like toes. So it's obviously a thing. Because I was like,
Yeah,
what?
you get
What do
hair
mean?
everywhere.
No, I know it's
Yeah, but,
natural,
like,
but it's
to
fucking
choose the
weird to be
laser.
like, hey, the Yetis are out. Like, I don't, like, no. You have to, it's part of the routine. I shave my toes as much as I shave my legs.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do.
Do you know what? I don't shave
I
my
have to
legs
shave
enough.
my arms, so.
I don't shave my arms, but I probably should.
But you know what the problem is? I
I've
only
accepted
shaved
this.
my forearm and not the upper bit, so the upper bit's still hairy and the
but
bottom
But
bit's
they
growing
say
back.
as
That's
well that
different
once
hair,
you
for
start
sure.
shaving something, it comes back like thicker.
Oh yeah,
I
it
thought-
comes back with a fucking vengeance.
So
I
like,
thought that
I
was
will
a
avenge
myth.
my.
How
my
dare you cut us off?
I thought that was a myth, though. I heard that was a myth.
Hon, look at my fucking arm. I shaved this a week ago.
Look at my toes. Don't look at my toes, but it's the same. I think if I'd never
Really?
shaved, like,
And that's why Danny is summer body ready.
the toes are shaved, I'm good to go. But no, I think that, I actually feel like that was a positive thing, that we've shared our insecurities.
I agree.
I don't have
We've-
any. My belly. But me embrace it.
Oh, yeah, no, I said your legs and toes. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I've said everyone's right. Yeah.
And I've
you
said-
and you both said me. So
Yeah.
that's
But it's
Done.
nice that we've done that. We've like then, you know, told each other like nice things. And I think what anyone listening should take from this podcast actually is, yeah, you might not ever be 100% confident in your body, and you might feel shit in a bikini on the beach. And we are not psychotherapists, so we can't really do much about that. But I think if you can have meaningful conversations like this with your friends,
I was just about to say that.
And
Go out there and give your friends.
be open about the
compliments.
fact that you're not completely confident, and actually don't ever be reluctant or whatever to build someone up and say, actually no, I really like this about you, because actually I feel like that was really nice.
It was nice. Nice
I enjoyed
insight.
that. So build your friends up, build strangers up, and go out and have a litty summer.
For sure.
That was episode 2, guys. That's amazing.
That's all. Goodbye from Capital Content from B.
She always does that voice.
Come on.
Well, I thought season 2 she'd be back with a normal voice.
No, let me do my voice.
Alright, do it one more time. I like it.
It's Capital Convo as well.
It's Capital Content. What? I keep saying Capital Content.
Yeah.
Because we're powered by Capital Content. Shout out Gary. Thank you for the job. Thank you for the salary.
Yes.
Anyway.
That has been all. Oh, I can't not do the voice.
Yeah,
we like it.
For Capital Convo.
That has been all on Capital Content. This has
Oh,
been.
you sounded like
Beatrice.
you was on like classical FM
I know.
speaking the news.
Here we got
And
the
today-
smooth sounds of Beatrice Gain.
I am the new BBC 3 radio host. Today on the weather, there will be.
Oh my god, you actually
good, isn't
sound
it?
good.
Oh my god, mellow magic.
But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to Capital Convo. Bee's been your host, Danny and Laura been in the building, and just remember to
listen
feel
on
confident.
Spotify. Oh. Feel confident while you listen on Spotify.
You know what? Listen to this on the beach with a sangria.
Oh,
Yeah,
please.
do it.
Cling, cling, motherfuckers.
We're out.
Over and
yeah.
out.
YouTube coming soon. Bye.